Hi all, today we will be focusing on the new chapter, pair of linear equations. Okay, in the previous class we learnt polynomials, about the linear polynomial, that is powers, equations with power 1 degree, that is the variable will be having. In the previous class we learnt about linear inequalities, no, that is p of x is equal to ax plus b. This was an example of what? Linear polynomial. Okay, here we will be learning about linear equation, that is ax plus b is equal to a constant number. Let's take it as 0. Okay, ax plus b is equal to 0. Here an is equal to is coming. Okay, so this becomes what? A linear equation. This is an example of linear polynomial. Okay, for example we can say 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. This becomes a linear equation with one variable. Okay, here there is only one variable x. So we can write 2x plus 3y plus 1 is equal to 0. This is an example of a linear equation with two variables, that is x and y. Always remember, the power of the variable will be always 1. Okay, so in this chapter we will be dealing with two variables and one variable. So mainly this chapter covers consistency and inconsistency. Okay, that is solutions. We will come to it in detail in the next slides. That is graphical method, then algebraic method, that is substitution and elimination, then word problems. First we will move to so if you study this flow chart in detail, then you will get an idea about this chapter totally. Okay, so in general we can write ax1 or ax plus by, ax plus by plus c is equal to 0 is the general form of linear equation with two variables. Okay, so if we take it as equation 1, that is let's take this is a1 b1 plus c1 is equal to 0 and ax2 plus by2 plus c2, as this has two equations. So we will be comparing this. Okay, we already learned in the previous class that equation of a line, in the graphical representation, how we represent line? As a straight line. So in this chapter throughout we will be learning only about straight lines. Okay, in the graph it will be, the equation of the line will be always in straight lines, either it will be like this or like this. And if we are comparing with two lines, sometimes they will intersect, sometimes they will be parallel, or we will get other figures. Okay, we will study it in detail. Okay, so first just take equation as a1x plus b1y plus c1 as first equation and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0 as the second one. So if there is a solution, okay, if there exists a solution, then there will be two possible outcomes, that is either it will have one solution, that is a unique solution, or infinitely many solutions. Okay, if it has no solution, it is known as inconsistent. Okay, that is they will be parallel lines. Just take an example, there is two lines. Okay, first one, let's take L1 and L2. The equation of L1 is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0 and L2 a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Okay, if these two lines are parallel, then it is known as what? Inconsistent, because there will be no solution. Okay, that is if we compare this, the ratio a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 will not be equal to c1 by c2. Okay, if you take these two equations and compare, then you will get a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, which is not equal to c1 by c2, where a1 is the coefficient of this x term and b1 is the coefficient of y term and c1 is the last one. Okay, just let's take an example. 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0. Let's take this as L1, line 1, and 6x plus 8y minus 10 is equal to 0. Okay, just consider these two lines. This as L2. Then what is A1 by A2? A1 by A2 is nothing but 3 by 6, that is 1 by 2. What is B1 by B2? B1 by B2 is 4 by 8, that is 1 by 2. What is C1 by C2? C1 by C2 is 7 by minus 10. From here we can conclude that A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, that is both are 1 by 2. Okay, which is not equal to C1 by C2 because it is minus 7 by 10. So we can say these are an example of a parallel lines. Okay. Now, in case of consistent solution, okay, there will be either a unique solution. To become a unique solution, you have to get A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. For example, if you take the equation, let's take L1 as 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equal to 0 and L2 as 5x plus 7y minus 3 is equal to 0. So what will be the ratio A1 by A2? A1 by A2 will be 3 by 5. What will be B1 by B2? B1 by B2 will be 4 by 7. From here we can conclude A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Okay, because one is 3 by 5 and other one is 4 by 7. So from here we can conclude that this is an example of intersecting lines or unique solution. Okay, so they will be intersecting. There will be only one point where we will get the final result. Okay, the other one is infinite or many solutions. The two lines will be coinciding. So you will get solution in each point. They will be coinciding. Okay, so in what case they will coincide? You have to get A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, which is equal to C1 by C2. So if you write, let's take an example. Just write this as 6x, this as 8y and 14. Okay, so you will get A1 by A2 is equal to 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 2. B1 by B2 is equal to, B1 by B2 is 4 by 8, which is equal to 1 by 2. Well, C1 by C2 is 7 by 14, again 1 by 2. So, which satisfies this condition. So, just study this. If A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, then it is known as unique solution or intersect. The two lines intersect. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 and C1 by C2, then they will be coinciding. They will be having infinitely many solutions. If A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 but not equal to C1 by C2, then it will be parallel line. So this is the, if you have a general idea about this, then this chapter is over. Okay. So the next topic, we will move to the next one. This is just the written things of this. Just read it and skip it. Okay. The pair of linear equation 2x is equal to 5y plus 6 and 5y is equal to 6x minus 18 represents two lines. Which are they? So from here you have to just check the lines. 2x minus 5y plus 6. Sorry, the sign will change to minus if you take to the other side. Okay, we are taking this 5y plus 6 to left hand side. So it will become 2y minus 5y minus 6 is equal to 0, and 6x, we will take this 15y to right hand side. So 6x minus 15y minus 18 is equal to 0. Just look at the equation L1 and L2. If you multiply this L1 with 3, you will get L2, no? That is, A1 by A2 is nothing but 2 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 3. B1 by B2 is minus 5 by minus 15, which is equal to 1 by 3. C1 by C2 is minus 6 by minus 18, which is again 1 by 3. So you get A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2, which is equal to C1 by C2, which is a typical example of what? Parallel lines. Here we learned not parallel lines, they coincides, because A1 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. Okay, they will be having infinitely many solutions. Okay, so this line will be having infinitely many solutions because they coincide. Okay, next one, the pair of equations ax plus 2y is equal to 9 and 3x plus by is equal to 18 represent parallel lines where a, b are the integers. Okay, so in case of parallel lines, what is the condition? A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2. So given ax plus 2y, which means a by 3 will be equal to 2 by b. If you cross multiply, you will get ab is equal to 6, which is the answer. Okay, next one, the condition for system of linear equation ax plus by is equal to c and lx plus m is equal to n to have unique solution. So what is the condition for unique solution? A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So here in this case, A1 is, take A1 as A and A2 is L not equal to B1 is B and B2 is M. So if we cross multiply, you will get AM not equal to BL. Just check whether, first one. Okay. So now let's move to the geometrical representation. Geometrical representation. So how will you represent this linear equation in this graph? Just substitute the values. Just draw a, we'll substitute values. In this equation, if you substitute x is equal to 0, if you put x as 0, then what will be the value of y? If you put x is equal to 0, then y will be what? 5. Okay. If you put y as 0, substitute y is equal to 0. Okay. If you substitute y as 0, so this will become 0. So x will be equal to 5. So just mark the points. 0, 5. 0, 5 is this one. Okay, 0, 5. Sorry, 0, 5. Then 5, 0. Okay, so will be the 2 points. Here, x coordinate will be 5 and y coordinate will be 0. Here, the x coordinate will be 0 and y coordinate will be 5. So join these lines. So you will get a straight line. This will be the equation for x plus y is equal to 5. So how will you draw a figure for x plus y is equal to 4? Just plot the points x, y, then put 0 for x. So y will be 4. Now put 0 for y. So you will get x as 4. So 0, 4 and 4, 0 will be our line. 0, 4 and 4, 0. Okay. So if you join, this will be the graph of the equation x plus y is equal to 4. Okay. So similarly, in the two variables, in the other equations also, you can find the answers by substituting the values. Okay. So the graph of linear equation with two variables is a straight line. We already learned it. Two straight lines in a plane line. Okay. Pair of linear equation which intersect at a single point. We learned no, that is a1 by a2 not equal to b1 by b2. This will be the graph. They will be having only one solution where the 2 points intersect. Okay. Pair of linear equations which are parallel. In case of parallel lines, that is a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 not equal to c1 by c2. Here you will have no solution. Okay, because there will be no points which are intersecting, or there will be no common points. Okay. The next one is which is coinciding, because two lines will be going together. Okay, will be passing in through the same points. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 which is equal to c1 by c2. This is the condition for becoming what the linear equation to be coincide or infinitely many solution, to have infinite many solution. Okay, now let's solve a problem. 3x plus y is equal to 0 and 3x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, just write the equation 3x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. All you have to do is write this equation, plot this, substitute the value for x as 0, then y as 0, then x as 1 and y as 1. Then you will get a 2 points, mark it in the sheet and draw. Then write the next one, second equation, plot the chart, find x and y, you will get 3 points, mark it on the sheet. So either you will get two lines which are intersecting, or you will get two lines which are coinciding, or two parallel lines. Okay, just write the equation, find the x values and y values from here and plot in the chart. That's all. Okay. Move to the next question. The point of intersection of the line represented by 3x minus y is equal to 3 and y axis is given by, okay, in this question it is asked, we have to draw the line and represent 3x minus y is equal to 3. It is 3x minus y is equal to 3 and y axis is given by. So y axis means what will be the x coordinate? X coordinate will be 0. From there you can eliminate these two options. In the y axis x coordinate will be always 0, no. So it will be in the y axis. So if you substitute for x as 3, because in the y axis x coordinate will be 0. So this whole thing will become 0. So 0 minus y is equal to 3, which means y is equal to minus 3. So this will be the point. Not here. The point will be passing through here. Okay. The point of intersection of the line represented by 3x minus y is equal to 3 and y axis is given by. So this will be the answer, 0 minus 3. So at y is equal to minus 3 the point passes. Okay. Solve the following pairs of equation by substitution method. Okay. So we will be learning two methods, substitution and elimination. So in substitution method, first we will write the equation 7x minus 15y is equal to 2 and x plus 2y is equal to 3. Okay. just look at the equation which is not having coefficient for x. Okay, so let's take this equation, x plus 2y is equal to 3. From here, right, what will be the value of x? Okay, take this 2y to the right hand side, so we will get 3 minus 2y. So now we got the equation of what is x? X is equal to 3 minus 2y. Now substitute this 3 minus 2y in 7x minus 15y is equal to 2. Okay, you have to substitute the value of x, that is 3 minus 2y in 7x minus 15y is equal to 2. So 7 into 3 minus 2y minus 15 is equal to 2, that is 21 minus 14y minus 15 is equal to 2, that is 21 minus 20, there is a y here, okay, 29y is equal to 2, that is minus 29y is equal to, if 21 is going to the right hand side, it will become 2 minus 21, that is minus 19. So y will be equal to minus 19 by minus 29. So we will get the final value of y as y is equal to 19 by 29. Okay, now substitute this value here so that you will get the value of x, that is x plus 2y is 3. So x plus 2 into 19 by 29 is 3. Okay, this will be x plus 38 by 29 is equal to 3. So x will be equal to 3 minus 38 by 29. Okay, this will be the value of x. So if you cross multiply, you will get 87 minus 38 by 29. And the final answer will be 89 minus 38 is 49 by 29. So you will get the value of x as 49 by 29 and the value of y as 19 by 29. Is it clear? Just find the x term from here, that is 3 minus 2y, substitute that in the first equation, that is 7 into 3 minus 2y, and find the value of y. You will get an answer for y, that is 19 by 29. Then put that result in the equation x plus 2y, instead of y substitute 19 by 29 and solve it. So you will get the final answer. Solve the pair of equations by elimination method. Okay, in elimination method we will make these variables as same. Okay, so here 6x minus 3y plus 10 is equal to 0, and the equation 2x minus, let's take this as first equation and this as second equation. Okay, we will make the variables same. Okay, let's multiply equation 2 with 3. So what we will get? If we multiply this equation with 3, we will get 6x minus 9y minus 18 is equal to 0. Let's name it as equation 3. Okay, now subtract equation 1 from 3. Okay, that is 6x minus 9y minus 18 minus 6x minus 3y plus 10 is equal to 0. If we subtract this, what we will get? Equation 3 minus equation 1. Okay, so this x term will get cancelled. 9y minus of minus will become plus 6y. Okay, minus 9y minus of minus will become minus 9, minus of minus will become minus 6. Okay, this is minus 6y, and minus 18 minus 10 become minus 28, which is equal to 0. So you will get minus 6y is equal to 28 and minus y is equal to 14 by 3. If you take this 6 to here, you will get 28 by 6, then cancelling, you will get 14 by 3. That is y is equal to minus 14 by 3. Okay. Now substitute this y value in the equation. So you will get the x value. That is, take the equation 2x minus 3y minus 6 is equal to 0. You already got the y value as minus 14 by 3. So 2x is equal to 3y plus 6. That is, substitute the value of y here. That is 3 into minus 14 by 3 plus 6 will be the value of 2x. That is, if you can cancel this. So minus 14 plus 6 is minus 8. That is, 2x is minus 8. So the value of x will be minus 8 by 2. That is minus 4. So in case of elimination method, you have to first make the variables, any one variable, either x variable or y variable as equal, then subtract it from the equation. You can make the variable equal by multiplying with the common term, okay, not common term, by a term which make the variable same. In case of 2x, if you multiply it with 3, it will become 6. Okay. Okay, let's move to the next one. Half of the difference between two numbers is 2. The sum of greater number and twice the smaller number is 13. Find the numbers. Okay. So two numbers are given. Let's take x as the greater number. Okay. And take y as the smaller number. Okay. Half of the difference between two numbers is 2. That is, half of the difference between means x minus 2, x minus y divided by 2. Half of the difference between two numbers is 2. So if you cross multiply, you will get x minus y is equal to 4. This is our first equation. The sum of greater number and twice the smaller number. Sum of greater number and twice the smaller number. Smaller number is y, so is 13. So this is 13. This is the second equation. Now solve the first one and second one. X plus 2y is equal to 13, x minus y is equal to 4. So if you solve this, you will get the value. Just subtract it. So you will get 2y minus of minus will become plus. So this will be 0 plus 3y is equal to 13 minus is 9. So y value will be 9 by 3, that is 3. So substitute the value of y here. X minus 3 is 4. So x will be 7. So 3 and 7 will be so the greater value will be 7 and the lesser value will be 3. 3 chairs and 1 table cost 900 rupees, whereas 5 chair and 3 tables cost 2100 rupees. If the cost of 1 chair is x rupees and cost of 1 table is y rupees, then the situation can be represented algebraically as. Okay, chair is taken as x and table is taken as y. So in the first case, 3 chairs and 1 table cost. 3 chair means 3x plus 1 table means y. 3x plus y is equal to, what is the value? 900. 3x plus y is equal to 900. 3x, it is not 3x, just remove it. X plus 3y, not 3x. 3x plus y is equal to 900. Either A or C. Now let's look at the second one. If the cost of 1 chair means x plus 1 chair plus 1 table, that is x plus y. Whereas 5 chair and 3 tables, okay, 5x plus 3y cost 2100. Okay, 5x plus, yes, the third one. Just substitute x and y, so you will get the values. Okay, it's a simple chapter. Just study the unique solutions, that tables which I showed you. Okay, if you learn that table, then you will have a detailed idea about this chapter. Just by heart this, no need of by hearting, just understand this table. If you have solutions, if it is consistent, it will have two solutions, that is unique and infinitely many solutions. If it is unique solution, it will be intersecting. For that, the condition is A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2, and so and so. If it is parallel lines, it will be having no solution. That's all. So this is an easy chapter. Study well. All the best.